The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of the staff or management of Visionary Related Entertainment.
Aloha and welcome to Maui Nonprofit Notes, the weekly radio show where you'll find us talking story with Maui's nonprofit executive directors and staff to find out how they're working to support the needs within our community. Maui Nonprofit Notes is generously sponsored by Pacific Source. If you're building or remodeling a home, please stop by their cabinet and appliance showroom located in the Waikapu Bayshard. I'm Susie Tiemann, Executive Director of Lokahi Pacific, and your host for Maui Nonprofit Notes. During this hour, we share some of the experiences of our nonprofit agencies and just how they are changing lives, changing communities, and creating miracles of hope for those with needs. And we have a very familiar face. Actually, because this is radio, I should say we have a very familiar voice back with us today.
I know. My brothers would always be like, "Oh, you have the perfect face for radio."
Yeah. Don't you love it? You gotta love it.
I know. Gotta love brothers, right?
That's why there's so many more people in radio than TV.
Right.
Yeah? Because we've all got that face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you see them and you're like, woof. No, I'm just kidding.
So we have Carrie Luna Nunukawa. See, I had so much fun with that last time, remember?
Yes,
we won't go there. So I tried to be just, straight with that one. And
I
it
should
didn't
have
come
just
out.
kept my maiden name.
You said that last time.
I always say it.
Are you ever going to do it?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, probably.
Your husband hasn't said yes to that yet.
Oh, no, he's fine with it. He's like,
yes.
I told you should have kept it.
Oh, I'm not going to touch that one. That leads down so many different roads.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. All right.
Love.
Anyway, Carrie was with us a couple of weeks ago, just before Tropic Care started.
Tropic Care started, yeah.
And so she's going to give us a quick wrap-up on how wonderfully successful it was and how many of you all turned out.
It was amazing. So the final count, Susie, almost 18,000 procedures were done across Maui County. So that included Molokai and Lanai. Eyeglasses, thousands of eyeglasses went out. How amazing. Dental services and medical services, just incredible. $1.6 million inpatient care.
Wow.
At no cost.
Now the eyeglasses, any age, right? Could apply. So we've got kids that can read the chalkboard now.
Yeah, well,
in school,
maybe whiteboard.
Oh, whiteboards. Oh, we don't have chalkboards anymore.
Some classrooms still have chalkboards. We're hoping that all that gets updated soon, right? Or smart boards.
The smart boards, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, they can read them better.
Yep.
And I think I see a little better activity on the streets and roads. So maybe some of the drivers got some glasses.
So. I really hope so. And I know some people still have to pick up glasses. So there are still some glasses distribution going on. But what a success. And, over 52% of Maui families live paycheck to paycheck. And so for this month, they didn't have to choose between going to the doctor and providing for childcare or putting food on the table or something like that. So mahalo to our military personnel that came over 360 of them were on Maui.
And from what I heard, they all enjoyed it, even though they maybe camped out in the church all week or wherever.
So at the Mahalo Luau, they were all there with smiles on and just so happy, and we're just really thankful. What a great community service. Thank you to the County of Maui and the Department of Health. Amazing.
And they were here the right week.
Well, we were telling them because the luau was on Tuesday and
Wednesday when the storm hit?
Right? So we're like, maybe you guys should stay, and this will actually be not training, but actual
for real.
Yeah. But luckily, Hector passed us by.
Right.
But we got Storm and Norman on the way.
Okay. Let's not talk about that.
No,
let's talk about all things good. Now, when we talk, that was an important point that you made though about not having to choose this month. But I think for a lot of those families, it's not having to choose maybe for the rest of the year.
Let's hope so.
Because some of those services are once a year or once in a lifetime or whatever.
Once every 6 months, like a dental cleaning or something like that. Yeah. for sure.
So
or filling.
should have a little more lasting effect than just 1 month.
I hope so. I really, really hope so.
Yeah, and I hope a lot of people took advantage of the idea that they could go to more than one service.
Right.
On different days.
Yeah, I think they did for sure. So that was good. But everyone who went through the services said how professional it was, and they really enjoyed the military.
Cool.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome.
That's so wonderful when you see that combination of things, and especially since it was not in a forced environment,
Right.
like having the hurricane coming in and trying to help out and pick up the pieces, to be able to enjoy the adventure of getting
Yes.
your teeth cleaned. Did I say that all in one sentence? Oh.
Sure. I am not with you on that.
I
Anyway.
gotcha. So now, if I understand correctly, they're headed to someplace else here in Hawaii soon.
I think Kauai. They were on the Big Island, then they came to Maui, and these are all different teams now. So
Right.
whole new set of military personnel. So I think Kauai may be next, if I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's just, and do they do any of this like on the mainland?
Yes, they do this in counties across the nation.
So,
yeah.
so for anybody who has relatives and somebody says something about the military coming in and doing practice,
Tropic Care.
well, they wouldn't call it tropic care, would they?
I believe it's called something like that. Anyway,
okay.
It's the Innovative Readiness Training,
Okay.
IRT. Yep.
They can tell them, be sure and go because it's a great experience. And
Super good experience. Everyone, no complaints. Knock on
Whoa.
wood. Right?
that's incredible.
I know.
Not even about wait time.
Yeah. No. People knew right ahead of time that they were it was first come, first serve, so there may be a long wait. And we told people bring water, bring snacks, all that kind of stuff. So thank you to all the volunteers, too, that helped out at each of the sites. And our sponsors, we had 2 headline sponsors, the Maui Quarantine Fund and also Maui Health Systems. So thanks to those 2, they were big supporters. Nā Ho'aloha Ekolu, the Family and Friends of Agriculture, HMSA, Maui Electric, Goodfellow Brothers. Awesome, awesome. Thank you.
Naho Aloha Ekolu is
So that's Leota's, Star Noodle, O Lahaina Luau, Michael Moore.
right.
Yeah.
Right. And the reason I brought that up was they had won. What was it? They were winning an award.
Oh, yeah, they just got an award.
And I got a phone call from somebody who was on that committee or something, and they said, "Oh, Rotary, the Michael Lyons Award," and they gave me a call a couple weeks ago and said, "Can you, by any chance, put on who they are because people don't recognize their parent name?"
Yeah, yeah.
And they said if they knew it was Leota's or they knew it was the Luau, the Haina Luau, or any of their restaurants, they'd be there in a minute, you know. And so we did a special little thing on it.
Oh, good.
And Mike is so fabulous,
He's
everything they do
so
over there.
generous.
Yeah.
And just filled with so much aloha. I can't say enough about him.
Right.
So, yeah.
So
We have a gem.
Yep,
for sure.
we sure do. We sure do. Okay, now do you want to shift gears?
Yes, so I'm here actually with Angela Stewart, who's our special projects and campaign coordinator from Maui United Way.
And I was going to say, we need to say that you're with Maui United Way because
I
I
know.
didn't say that earlier.
I know. Oh, yeah, so this is Maui United Way. I know. Crazy, right? We're just kind of all over the place doing a lot of different things.
You are.
Yeah, so I brought Ange here today to talk about our campaign that's launching. Yay! Everybody, yay!
It's fall. It's the campaign.
September 1st.
Yes, our campaign is starting September 1st, but due to the holiday on Monday, we'll actually be getting packets and everything out next week. We currently have about 300 businesses that we work with where they run the campaign, workplace campaign. And we get the packets out to them. The employees can donate either by cash, check, payroll. A lot of people would prefer to do payroll deduction because it's just so much easier. You just have, $5 taken out of your paycheck. If you do that twice a month, that's $10. At the end of the year, that's $120. I mean, it really adds up. And we just encourage everybody to get involved. If you can give $1, it just goes to so many good agencies that are our partner agencies, and they do such good in the community. If you're not a part of our campaign, give us a call. You can be a part of it. We'll get a packet ready for you. We'll come in. we bring along our partner agencies, and they can bring in a testimonial, a success story. And it explains, where the money is going. And it is doing good here on Maui. And it stays on Maui. 99% of every dollar stays here on Maui, working with our partner
In
agencies.
fact, I think it's more than 99 cents.
like 99.5 or
Yeah.
6 or something.
Yeah, it's well more than that. That stays
Well
on
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, well more than 99 cents. No.
We just want to, let everybody know, just stress that money does stay here on Maui. It
Right.
doesn't go to the mainland. It doesn't go to Oahu. It stays here.
Yeah, and so be sure, because we do have some corporate entities here that they run the corporate campaign because their parent company is on Oahu. And then it goes through Aloha United Way, which is not the state. Aloha United Way is Oahu United Way.
Right.
It is not Maui United Way. And so you have to designate that it stays on Maui for it to stay here. So, please designate to Maui so that it stays in your community.
Now, some of the agencies that are your partners in this also are part of a larger organization
Yes.
sometimes.
And
Can you designate there too that it stays with the Maui
Yes.
chapter or the Maui?
Yes, and you should, because they are misleading as well. Like Boys and Girls Club, right? There's Boys and Girls Club of Maui. There's Boys and Girls Club of Hawaii, which is only Oahu. It is not statewide.
Don't you get tired of that?
Yes.
I know to me it's
misleading.
having lived over there for 25 or been a part of that community for 25 years, you just sit there and you go, wonder how the neighbor islands feel. And then of course I moved to one, right? And it's like,
And I want to make a point that actually Maui was the original capital of Hawaii. Our king and queen were in Hawaii, Moku'ula, in Lahaina, and that was the capital. So actually, every place else is neighbor island to us. We are the island.
whoa,
Just kidding. But no, not really.
that's for real. That's for real.
That is the truth.
When did that change?
The government moved to Oahu, to Honolulu. I'm not sure what the exact date, but
You weren't around then.
I was not here yet.
Yes.
I don't think I was even,
You weren't even a twinkle in anybody's eye.
Oh, definitely no. No.
We're talking a couple generations back.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
But that's true. I mean, everything starts on Maui. Mm-hmm.
It does. And Maui,
and then
we got to
they just-
stick together.
They took over.
Yeah.
So the whole
Campaign.
the campaign. Now, what it kicks off, as you said, on like the 4th, because that's the first working day after September 1. And this is when, like you said, the packets get delivered to the different companies that do employee collections and stuff forth.
Yes, the workplace campaigns. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then how long do they have to put that package together and get it back to you?
We like to have a deadline of October 31st. That gives the companies a couple months to run their campaign. However, if they do need extension, they can have that as well. There's just the state and the county, we have to have their packets in by the end of November just because of state payroll procedures and county payroll procedures. But our campaign actually goes all the way until April 30th. But we like to get the campaign packets in before the end of the year. That way people who are making their donations, that goes into that year of their donation that they're
Okay.
making. Yes,
For their
exactly.
tax return.
Yeah, so we're looking for more businesses to partner with and get our mission and vision out into the community and get our nonprofit partners out into the community as well so that people know exactly the services they're providing and the essential vital needs that Maui County has.
How many employees should a company have to do a campaign?
One.
Oh, really?
If they have just one employee, yes, we'll take one. We have a lot of them out there that they're just run by one person.
Yeah.
And we get that campaign packet out to them, And then we have some that are like 750 employees.
I gotcha.
So-
On that note, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be
Okay.
right back.
Aloha from Pacific Source, and thank you for your support over the years. Pacific Source has offered more of what builders and homeowners value most in building materials and cabinet design. We've done this by offering superior customer service and products, as well as by designing kitchens and baths that are intelligent and elegant while staying true to your vision and budget. Visit our showroom in Waikapu in Central Maui, where we display a variety of cabinets as well as top-name appliances like Sub-Zero, Wolf, Viking, KitchenAid, and more. We display countertops, tile and wood flooring, and several brands of windows and doors, including Fleetwood multi-slides and La Cantina folding doors. Come in and talk to our designers about making your dreams become a reality. From concept to completion, we really believe our attention to detail and superior service are what sets us apart. Let us show you what we mean. We are a Pacific Source at 515 East Oahe Way in the Consolidated Base Yard in Waikapu, just off Waiko Road. Call us at 986-0380. That's 986-0380, or look us up online at packsource.com.
And we are back. This is Maui Nonprofit Notes, the weekly radio show where we talk story with our nonprofit agencies about what's going on in their world. Hello. Yes, where am I? What day is today?
What is it today?
Wasn't it just a week ago that we were closing up things about this time?
Yes.
Yes, we
Okay, that's old news. That's done. That's history, and I'm sure there's a ton of people on the Lahaina side that are wishing it was done in
I know.
history. And it wasn't the storm that got him; it was the fire, and which is a very tragic thing for so many people over there.
15 families.
Just it was interesting because as people would text me and so forth, oh, is it there yet? Is it there yet? According to the National Weather Channel, it's bearing down on you. What kind of things are you feeling? I'd go outside and I'd take a picture, and I'd send it back and say, how you like this sun for the middle of a storm, or this is the most rain we've gotten, and it's just a nice gentle, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was just so continuous. I mean, it was like,
Right.
Is it or isn't it?
Right. Right.
But for the folks in Lahaina area, it did hit them.
Yep, it did.
So now getting back to the
Campaign.
the all-important Maui United Way campaign. We talked a little bit before the break about companies, and that if you're a company entity with one person, just you can still be a company that's involved in it. If there's individuals out there, retirees or whoever, that want to take part, what's their opportunity?
Well, what we do is we have a list of retirees, and we do send a letter out to all the retirees. We do a direct mail in November, and they can choose to pay cash or check or credit card, and they can send that back in the mail. If you do not receive that, if you want to be a part of that list, you can go ahead and give us a call or get on our website, and we can add you to that list. If you just want to make a direct payment to us, you can get on our website. We have a donate page, and we can also put you on the list after you make that donation.
Very good. So that's November.
Yep.
And that's any individuals. You don't
Yeah.
have to be a retiree. If
Right.
there's, anybody that if you're not part of your, workplace, if you want to take it into your workplace and suggest it, you can do that. That's great.
Or
But
if
on
your
your
workplace
own-
doesn't do it,
Yeah.
you can do it.
Yep,
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Right. Don't let them be the deciding factor.
Right.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. So now when you collection of all these monies, when does that all take place?
So April 30th is our deadline, for the
okay.
campaign, and that determines then what we can allocate to our agencies and our partners for their programs that we support.
And that's when your committee has fun deciding.
The committee has a ton of fun. 40 volunteers from the community, yes.
Wow. Now the funds that you give to your community, the agency partners, are for specific programs?
Specific programs. So we do not fund agencies as a whole, right? We fund certain programs. They have to fall under education, income, and health, which is actually, Susie, a perfect segue because Maui United Way is evolving. and we're holding some listening sessions. We had our first one with our partners yesterday at the Cameron Center Auditorium, and tomorrow, Thursday, we invite the community, our donors, new donors, if you would like to hear what we're up to, potential new partners to come and listen to the new future of Maui United Way and how we're evolving to stay relevant to our community while also addressing the vital needs of our community, which changes, right, from year to year. So we want to make sure that we're able to do that as well.
So the 3 areas that you're now serving may not be the same 3?
No, it's always going to be education,
under that.
income sustainability, and health, which really all encompasses a lot of the real vital needs that we have, right? So as long as you have a program that falls under those 3 categories or one of them, please feel free to come. And we're also doing these listening sessions next week, Tuesday and Thursday as well. So Tuesdays for our current partners from 2 to 4, and then next week, Thursday as well, in the Cameron Center Auditorium from 4 to 6, just like this week, 4 to 6 on Thursday for the community.
And to get more information about that, they can call you at?
They can give me a call at 244-8787.
8787. Can't beat that.
No, easy, right?
Yeah.
So, do we have a little bit more time?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to talk about, we're doing a superhero 5K family fun run / walk with bubbles.
Lots of bubbles.
Lots of bubbles. Bubbles galore. So this is going to be at Keopulani Park on Saturday, October 27th, and we're hoping to start the run at 8 o'clock. Check-in will start at 7, but we're going to have a DJ. It's going to be so much fun. Lots of bubbles. So we're really excited. And we're going to have prizes for family dress-up, individual dress up, and even prizes for the first, second, and third place winners of the run / walk. But it'll be at the park. It'll be so much fun. And you can go to our website to register. It's really easy. You just click on the link. Early bird registration up until September 30th is $25 for adults. That's 13 and over. And then $10 for children 12 and under.
So now when you're talking about dressing up superhero style?
Any way you want, because it's Halloween is right around the corner, right? But we thought superhero because if you're participating with Maui United Way, you are being a superhero for so many people and for the county of Maui, and just supporting. That's the biggest way your dollar can make an impact, is really because you're going to be addressing 33 different programs on Maui. So it's awesome.
Cool.
It's a great way to make an impact.
Okay, and so the actual walk run is on
October 27th.
Oh, so
Keopulani
Halloween
Park.
is right behind
Yep.
it.
And actually, we got some awesome prizes.
Yes, lots
of prizes. So if you, seriously, it's going to be so much fun. And
lots of bubbles.
am I exempt from getting prizes?
That's what I was wondering too, because there's some really good prizes.
There's some
We've got hotel stays.
I know.
Restaurants.
It's crazy.
Cruises.
I'm like,
yeah.
Can I just resign for the day and then come back? No, Susie?
I don't think that's going to fly.
Man. But so many good prizes. And thank you to all the businesses out there for donating those prizes, because holy cow,
Yeah.
awesome.
And if you would like to be a sponsor,
yes.
you can also go to our website and find out information or give us a call. We'd love to have more sponsors for the event.
Yep. Every adult, the first 300 adults, right, is going to get a towel that they can put around like a cape as a superhero.
Yes.
Oh.
So a beach towel.
Whoa.
We have so many race shirts and stuff like that, so we thought beach towel. We can use it again and again and again.
I see.
Yeah.
Does that make you want to sign up?
How many miles? 3.1. It's
I could
really
make
not
that.
that bad.
Yeah.
It's doable. You can walk.
Yeah.
You can totally walk.
And still get there the same day.
Yes. Yes. It's the great way to get your steps in for the day.
Gotcha. How many steps is 3.1 miles?
You know what? 5 miles, I believe, is 10,000. Something like that.
Oh, okay. I knew she'd have an answer of some sort.
Hey, now.
You just happened to read that last night, didn't you?
No, I kind of need that, though.
Did you? Yeah.
Somewhat, yeah. Anyway.
So Can you give out any of the hints as to what changes are going on with the program?
Well,
or
so
is that
actually we're moving
undercover?
to an online system.
okay?
So our grant application, everything, grant management will all be online. Yay, we're moving into the future finally. Save the trees. Yes, save paper. And then we are actually going to be opening up to new partners. So in 2020, when the new grants come out, we're actually going to be opening up Maui United Way. You know, for so long, it's been kind of a very exclusive kind of club kind of thing happening. And we want to be sure that we can stay flexible enough to, because there are some great new programs that have come up and nonprofits that are popping up that are really addressing vital needs. And we want to be able to support them and also help them to grow as well.
That means you need to raise more money.
Exactly.
Because if you open it up, you're going to be splitting it to more people, making each share
Well,
smaller.
actually, we're going to be funding, the community is going to decide which 30
Right.
programs are going to get funded.
Oh, I see. So out of the whole group, there'll be some
Yes.
selected.
Yes.
I got you. So it's how you write the
It's how you write your grant and
Like always.
things like that. Yeah, like always, right?
right.
Yeah, for sure.
So now, but people can also designate a
Yes.
non-partner agency,
Absolutely.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, you can.
if I have $50 I want to give to Lokahi Pacific,
Of course.
I can designate Lokahi Pacific,
Yes, you can.
and I can be guaranteed that they will get that $50.
Yes, and that's the power of of Maui United Way, right? Is that we're there because we're assuring and reassuring and verifying for our donors that the money that they're giving, their hard-earned money, is actually going to those programs, and those programs are making the strides that they say they are. So we are really trying to be very good stewards of the people's money, and making sure that our nonprofit partners are doing what they say they're doing, and they are. They're doing great work in the community.
They all are.
Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
proud of what all of our nonprofits do.
Me too. And we got a great one here too.
Yes.
Do
Coming
we?
up.
Do we?
Yes.
The second half of the show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
An amazing partner.
Well, maybe we should introduce her and get her going.
All right.
Okay, one last time. Phone number for Maui United Way
244-8787.
and website.
MauiUnitedWay.org.
It's pretty simple.
Very simple. Very
Nice
and you know what? I mean, oh, see, we're not even on TV. I was like, I want to show how cute our kids are on our report to donors, and the family is on our impact report.
Who designed your
cute.
materials?
Matsumoto Studio.
Hey, cool.
Yay. Yep, they're local girls, born and raised on Maui. One went to Maui High and one went to Baldwin, but they went away for school and they're back.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's neat because I do. They're impressive.
they are. They are
Everything
very impressive.
I'm seeing coming out of Maui United Way is very impressive material.
Thank you.
You can't just leave it lay. You got to pick it up and look at it.
Yeah, you makes you want to look at it,
Yeah,
right? They're like,
right.
oh, look at these cute boys.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. Angela, thanks for
Susie.
coming back again, and good luck in the campaign.
Thank you.
And I know this is a busy time for you, and thanks to your good work and hard work, Maui United Way hits their goal.
Yay.
Let's hope
And-
so.
And,
Fingers
and
crossed.
Goes over.
Yeah.
What's your goal this year?
Well, we're shooting for above what we did last year, as usual, because then our agency's actually got a bump this year because of what we accomplished this past campaign
good.
season. So we're so excited. So we're hoping that will continue, and we can continue giving them a bump. That would be incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, but we're shooting for $1 million.
Okay. Just a cool million.
Just a cool $1 million.
Gotcha. Okay. So, Carrie and Angela, thank you very much, and go forward and do great things.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Susie.
Susie.
We'll see you back on the show
All
later
right.
on. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you much.
Count on it.
Okay, great. I certainly hope so. It's what do we have you on, like 3 or 4 times in the last 2.5 months?
I know, because of all the stuff we were doing.
Yeah, and of course
Yeah.
Tropicare was a big part of that. So.
Yep. But thank you.
And again, thanks to everybody who took part in Tropicare and made it the great success it was
Absolutely.
for all of our people. Okay, here we go. Second half of the show. We've got who we got? We got Maui Family Support Services. And she shakes her head, yes.
Get close to the mic, Adele.
Yes, it's Maui Family Support Services.
And it's been so long since you've been here because you've been sending staff.
3 months, I think.
Were you here 3 months ago?
Yes, in
Oh,
May.
yeah?
Yes.
In May?
Yes.
Okay. How come I don't remember that? What were we talking about? Do you remember?
We were talking about celebrating fathers.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, you came with, what's his name?
Kavika Matos,
Kavika.
our program supervisor
Yeah.
for Kane Connections.
He's such a neat guy.
Yes, and he does great work in our community.
And he loves what he's doing.
Yes, and the guys, the men who participate in Kane Connections, they also love participating in the support groups.
Yeah. So, Adele, we have, Adele is what you go by.
Yes,
I mean, it's Edeluisa.
Edeluisa.
Edeluisa, okay. It's great to have you back with us. And what are we going to talk about today? What have you got coming up?
Well, before I talk about our upcoming event, I just want to also commend the work of Maui United Way, who we just listened to Carrie and Angela, and I want to share that Maui Family Support Services is one of the grantees of Maui United Way. They are supporting our Early Head Start program. It's a great program for families that are in need. Families that we serve in Early Head Start, they are living under the poverty guidelines. It could be a family who are experiencing homelessness. So we really prioritize the families who need educational support. And you heard Carrie say they prioritize education. And Early Head Start is a great program that starts from prenatal, from pregnant women up to when the child turns 3 years old.
And that is that a growing number of, are we going through a growth pattern in that age group?
Well, I hope not, but because we're also making sure that the families have healthy family birth outcomes, and so we're talking to them about healthy birth spacing and parent-child education, and making sure that they're taking care of the health of their children and the entire family.
I see. Okay, well that's good. That's because I don't know, somebody was talking about it and said something about the number of women who are pregnant right now is so great. It's like it's breaking records or something. And I thought, really? And then there was an article in the paper. What was it? There were a bunch of nurses at one hospital someplace on the mainland.
Yes.
In the prenatal or in the natal unit.
And all of them are pregnant.
All of them are pregnant and are going to be giving birth within like 6 months of each other. There's like 16 nurses.
Yes, so they have to think about succession planning for when they all deliver their babies, right?
Right, yeah. And I thought, oh my gosh, but I guess for a lot of people, it's an age thing, right? And they looked at that picture, and they were all pretty much in the same age group, that 25 to 35 kind of thing. And so I don't really run around with too many people in that age, so I don't see that activity like others do.
Well, we do the early identification program as well, which is funded by the State Department of Health, and our family resource specialists, they go to the hospital to screen new parents, and there would be days where they screen 10 families who just delivered, and so for them that's like a lot also. It could be more than 10. We go there 7 days a week, and so we might miss some if, for example, during the hurricane, we didn't go because we closed our offices for the safety of our staff.
Right.
So we might have missed some new moms, new families, but there are days when they're really busy.
And the stay in the hospital is shortened tremendously.
Correct.
At this point.
Correct.
Now, do we have any of the home births with what's that? What's the person called that does birthing?
The
at home?
doulas.
Yeah.
We may get referrals from them from other community partners, but we do these screenings at the hospital and also at the WIC clinics. So if those families that are doing home births, we might get referred by a self-referral maybe, or a doula, or a neighbor or a friend who have received services from Maui Family Support Services.
I see. Okay. So now when you do that study or that interview, whoops, I'm getting the sign. Before I finish that question, I'm going to take a break and be right back. Sure.
Aloha from Pacific Source, and thank you for your support over the years. Pacific Source has offered more of what builders and homeowners value most in building materials and cabinet design. We've done this by offering superior customer service and products, as well as by designing kitchens and baths that are intelligent and elegant while staying true to your vision and budget. Visit our showroom in Waikapu in Central Maui, where we display a variety of cabinets as well as top-name appliances like Sub-Zero, Wolf, Viking, KitchenAid, and more. We display countertops, tile and wood flooring, and several brands of windows and doors, including Fleetwood multi-slides and La Cantina folding doors. Come in and talk to our designers about making your dreams become a reality. From concept to completion, we really believe our attention to detail and superior service are what sets us apart. Let us show you what we mean. We are a Pacific Source at 515 East Oahe Way in the Consolidated Base Yard in Waikapu, just off Waiko Road. Call us at 986-0380. That's 986-0380, or look us up online at packsource.com.
And we are back. Hello there. It's second half of our show today. We're talking with Adele Baguio Lorena, who is the CEO, right?
Yes.
Of Maui Family Support Services. And we've been talking story about the prenatal through age 3 program.
Which is the Early Head Start program that's being supported, partly supported by Maui United Way. I also wanted to add, they were talking about their campaign. So Maui Family Support Services participates in their campaign, and we encourage our employees to make a donation, and they can designate their donation to our agency as well. And so what Carrie was talking about, it's true, when you make a donation to Maui United Way, it stays within your community, and you can even keep it to your own agency.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So that's great. That's a great way to funnel the money, know it's going in the proper place, and not have to worry about how it's
and
being
knowing
handled.
that the program that you're supporting is really effective.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay, great. Now, that early Head Start, you've had that for a long time, right?
We've had Early Head Start since 1997, 1998. First as a home visiting program, and then in 2003 we opened our first child development center in Wailuku, and that's for licensed care for infants from 6 weeks up to under 4 years old. And so we have 2 centers like that, Early Head Start Center, one in Wailuku with 28 infants and toddlers. And in 2009, we opened the other Child Development Center in Lahaina in partnership with Kahaleʻekeola Resource Center. And so we have 8 infants and toddlers there. We have another center in Hana as well.
Wow.
It's through a partnership with Kamehameha Schools, DOE, the County of Maui, and of course the parents. And we opened that in 2015.
Interesting.
So it's a great support for families who are going back to school or going back to work, because childcare is very expensive in our community.
It is. Some of the numbers that people have presented to us here on the show, I don't know how families do it.
It can cost you from $800 to $1,300, $1,500
Per child.
per child, and
Per
so-
month.
Per month, and so without subsidy, that then that can discourage a parent to go back to work. And so the subsidies that Maui Family Support Services provide through our Quality Care for Hawaiian Keiki for Hawaiian families, that really helps, as well as the support from the Maui County Early Childhood Subsidy Programs.
Wow, that's great. That's that would be a big load off of a lot of people's minds and wallets to get that assistance.
It is.
And who would they call, or what number do they call for more information on that?
They can call our office at 808-242-0900 for the information if they want to know if they are eligible for those programs, or they can call our Quality Care for Hawaiian Keiki office directly, and their direct number is 793-2816, or they can call again our main office at 242-0900, or they can go to the agency website, which is mfss.org.
Very good, very good. Okay, so you wanted to talk about what next?
Oh, there's an event coming up that Maui Family Support Services is sponsoring with the help of the Office of Hawaiian Affairs and Queen Kahumanu Center. It's the 23rd Annual Stand for Children's Rally and Celebration. It's Kuno na Kamali'i, and it will be on Saturday, September 15th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So it's like 2 weeks away. So we will have a lot of child-friendly activities that promote the Hawaiian culture. We will have interactive games and prizes, live entertainment, and a lot of community resource information that's focusing on young kids and families with young children.
Will other agencies be involved?
Yes, yes. So I've sent out the invitation to all the Maui nonprofit directors, and I've received some confirmation already. And, the support of OHA will allow us to have supplies, materials for the activities for the kids. And then we also have some private donors who are giving prizes for our giveaways.
Terrific. Has this always been held at the Queen Kahumanu Center?
Yes, there was one year where we tried to do it in Lahainau. I think it was like 3 years ago, and then a hurricane watch came,
geez.
and so we had to cancel that. And so we thought, okay, let's go back to Queen Kahumanu Center so that if it rains, we can still hold it.
Right.
Yes.
Those hurricanes just come at the most inopportune times, don't they?
Yes, but
gosh.
for the safety of our kids and our families, we had to stay put for the last 3 days, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or last week, I should say.
Last week, yeah, and we're just we're thrilled that it didn't hit us directly and
Very grateful
disappeared
for that.
on us.
I know.
So I know you've got plenty of other things going on.
Well, we have different programs. We have 10 programs that Maui Family Support Services manages through federal, state, and county funding. One of them that we are still recruiting for is our Positive Parenting Program, which we call Hui Kaku'o Ohana. It's supporting families, and this program is for parents under 29 years old who have kids that are under 5 years old. And again, this is at no cost to families, and they would receive lessons on being a nurturing parent, using positive discipline, children's brain development, and self-care for parents. So they would get one-on-one support from our program supervisor, Kavika. So if families out there are interested and you meet the age requirements, you may call our office at 242-0900 and look for Kavika, or you can just leave your name, and then Kavika can call you back.
And the name of that program again is?
Hui Kaku'o Ohana. I hope I'm saying this correctly because I was not born here. I know two other languages, but Hawaiian
is not one of them.
I'm striving to be good at it.
Gotcha. Well, it sounds good to me. Okay. And that's for parents 29 and under.
Correct.
With children who are 4 and under.
Who are 5 years and under.
5 and under. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. So when you become a parent, when I became a parent, I thought I knew everything. But when my babies were born, and I have twins, it's overwhelming.
Oh, my goodness.
And so it's good to have another person to talk to. And so that can be one of the programs that, families can access.
share what's going on and
Yeah, and just someone to share what's going on and to share your experiences and talk about like, oh, is this normal? I'm feeling this way. Oh, what do you do if your baby is screaming in the middle of the night? How do you cope with stress? How do you cope with time management? How do you know if baby is developing okay? So in our home visiting programs, we do screenings. So we do child development checks to make sure that the baby is developing on track. And so we use a screening called Ages and Stages questionnaire. And it helps parents to see if their babies are developing on track. And if they are not, then we get permission from the parents to refer them to another community partner. And Imoa Family Services, that would be the agency that we would refer them to. So, so we work with our community partners a lot. Yeah.
It's all about collaboration.
It's about collaboration. It's about partnerships. It's about making sure that the resources that we have in our community, we're using everything to make sure that the families are supported.
Can I ask how old the twins are?
Oh, they're 12.
And so you survived them.
I did, but the first 6 months, I couldn't remember if I ate or if I took a shower or if, I could.
Really?
Yeah. It was busy from morning until evening. But at the end of 6 months, then I saw the end of the tunnel, and they're doing great. They are in 8th grade.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, did they? You hear stories about how one gets cranky, and that causes the other one then to get cranky, and
It did happen.
Yeah, it happened.
Yes.
But at some point, it stopped.
It stops, and then the two of them are supporting each other. So it's like having your own friend in your own home. They support each other.
That's
They're actually best friends.
That's when the good times start.
Yes.
Cool. 12. What a great experience, I bet. 8th grade, huh?
Yes, and it's a blessing to just see them grow and develop, and also they're entering the teenager years, which is also a very critical time in a child's life. They go through transitions, and so in relation to that, Maui Family Support Services has a youth services program, and so we do life skill sessions in several schools, high schools, and intermediate schools on Maui. So currently we're at Kalama and Iao, and so we provide life skill sessions at the school's health classes and or after school, and we talk about how to cope with peer pressure, or how to build self-esteem and confidence. How do you respond when your friends are pressuring you to, use drugs or cigarettes, or, just talking about a lot of, problem-solving skills that children need when they think they're becoming adults, but they're not quite there yet.
I see. Now, I'm going to go back to your twins for a minute. They've taken on their own personalities now.
Yes.
And are they night and day, or are they still pretty much connected?
I think they're different individuals, but I think they complement each other. One is outgoing, one is not. And when you ask a question to one person, the other person is responding. And I'm like, is that a twin thing? How come you know what he's going to say? And pretty much they're like, yeah, I know what he's going to do.
And is he right?
Yes.
They're right.
Most of the time.
That's funny. At the age of 12, are they into sports?
No,
Not so
they're
much?
more into STEMs and robotics, and they're more into academics.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And they both went that way.
Yes, and I think because the parents are not the sporty kinds as well. So, the nurturing piece,
Right.
it comes, how they observe the practices of the parents.
I see.
They pretty much do
Cool.
what
Gotcha, yeah.
they see from their parents. Yes.
Are there other children in the family?
No, it's just
Just the two of them.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yes. It is. And so parenting it has a lot of challenges, and it has a lot, it has a lot of, you feel accomplished and you feel really good and positive when you see the outcome of the work that you do. So that's why at Maui Family Support Services, we promote that healthy family functioning. That's our mission, is to promote healthy family functioning.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And what a classic example you guys are.
Thank you.
That's cool. The as you look down the road, I mean, do they have ideas of what they want to become, where they want to go to school beyond high school?
Well, I try to talk about that, but I'm like, oh, mommy, we'll figure that out. Yes,
that's later.
Yes,
we got a lot of things to do in high school yet.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, the STEM program certainly is a great program to be involved in. So.
Yes, and that's another program for kids that are supported by nonprofits. So the STEM program that my kids participated to was supported by the Maui Economic Development Board. That's another nonprofit in our community, right? So, yay to nonprofits in our community. We're doing a lot of different programs that support the kids and the families.
I know the budget meetings are going to start happening next month again.
Pretty soon.
Already, and it's like, oh, that can't be. We just finished the budget round.
Correct.
But this is the round where the mayor goes out with all the department heads and talks story with the various people in the community who show up and want to talk for something that's going on or to increase activity for some agency or whatever.
Right.
And I know that when it comes time for the STEM program, the kids are always there, ready to talk about it, and then different tournaments they've gone to or activities they've taken part in. And so it's a good time to hear what's happening, and what these kids and what they learn at such young ages.
Right.
I mean, we never thought about things like that until we were, ready to go to college, and it was too late.
They do a lot of things that we don't know, and they're more up to date with using social media and technology and drones. And so, hooray to all the teachers and other individuals that are working with the students.
It's fabulous. So we've got several things going on, and I thank Adele for being here. And talking about all these items. One last comment you want to make?
I just want to, for the Kununa Kamali'i, the Stanford Children's Rally and Celebration, we are still looking for, if you have halau who wants to perform at the event, please call our office at 242-0900. Or if you want to participate, have a booth, also call us and let us know. We can reserve a table or a booth for you. And we're just looking forward to holding this event again for 23 years now.
Wow.
So we want to thank all the donors, the supporters, especially the Office of Hawaiian Affairs and the Queen Ka'ahumanu Center.
And that's coming up on Saturday, September 15th. So give Adele or her staff person a call as soon as possible if you want to get involved in it. Adele, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you so much for having me, Susie, and thank you for doing this, for hosting this show for all of us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And we're getting ready to start our 10th year in January, so we're going to be doing a lot of different things next year to celebrate. So
awesome. Looking forward to it.
You'll be right there.
Thank you.
Maui Nonprofit Notes is sponsored as a community service by Pacific Source, the Builder's Choice. Give Paul and his staff a call at 986-0380 or stop by their showroom in the Waikapu Bayshard on East Oahe Way to see how they can help you with your building project. Today we visited with the Maui United Way folks, Carrie and Angela, and with Adele and the Maui Family Support Services. Got an update on what their agencies are doing. If you heard anything today that makes you want to get involved with one of their programs, give them a call. Adele at Maui Family Services is 242-0900. Oh no, Gary, not already. It's too early.
Thank you, Gary. That was fast.
Oh,
Always fast.
He's quick on the draw over there, isn't he? We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to join us again next week right here, same time, same place, KAOI Radio, and listen at 98.7 FM. That's all over the island. We got to close it up. I'm Susie Tiemann, Executive Director of Lokahi Pacific, and your host. Thanks for joining us. Have a great week. Aloha, everyone.